Madrid coach Zinedine Zidane will welcome back 4 players ahead of the 2 crunch ties against Monchengladbach and Atlético Madrid this week. Having overcome the first difficulty that appeared on the horizon with victory against Sevilla, Zinedine Zidane can now concentrate on the other 2 finals that still remain. First up is Borussia Monchengladbach on Wednesday before the derby against the unbeatable Atlético Madrid at the weekend. Los Rojiblancos have now stretched their unbeaten run in the league to 26 games, with 17 wins and 9 draws. The last time Atletico lost, in fact, was at the Bernabeu against Madrid, where Benzema scored the game's only goal. Carvajal Real Madrid defender Spain News stats Ramos and Carvajal, but Zidane has begun to see the light as several players make their way back from injury. To start with, he could welcome back 2 key figures in his defensive line, Sergio Ramos and Dani Carvajal. Ramos has already recovered from an injury to his right hamstring that has kept him out of the last 5 games. In fact, he could have played in the last 2 games, Shakhtar in Kiev and Sevilla at the Sanchez Pizjuan, but Zidane chose not to risk him knowing what was coming this week. Meanwhile, Carvajal, who has not played since picking up a muscle injury on 27th of November, has already returned to the grass at Madrid's Valdebebas training ground. The Madrid-born right-back is pushing to be ready for Wednesday, but everything will depend on the next couple of training sessions. He has already suffered 2 muscle injuries this season, and Zidane does not want to take any risks with him. But if he has fully recovered, he will play. Full-screen Odriozola and Yovich. Alvaro Odriozola and Luka Jovic will also be available. Having suffered a small muscle injury in his left calf, Odriozola suffered a relapse when he was about to return, and as a result has missed 12 games. Last week, he was back training with his teammates and made the squad for the trip to Sevilla on Saturday. Although he did not feature so far, he has played just 57 minutes this season in the win against Valladolid, but his reinstatement is another boost for Zidane. For his part, Yovich returns to availability following his positive COVID-19 diagnosis a few weeks ago. Before entering quarantine, the striker had put in 3 notable performances: Serbia, scoring 3 goals and giving 2 assists in 230 minutes, and expectations were that he could continue that run of form with Madrid. See also, Real Madrid round up, Ramos, Carvajal, Odegaard, Szoboszlai. Faye De Valverde continues his recovery. One player who remains on the injured list is Faye De Valverde. The Uruguayan midfielder is undergoing intense recovery work, particularly physiotherapy, at the Valdebebas facilities, but it is most likely that he will not return until the end of 2020 or the start of 2021. The 22-year-old has already stepped on the Valdebebas grass and even began some individual ball work, but Zidane is always cautious with players coming back from injury.